Exercise 2. Part B. Directions. In Part B, you will hear longer conversations. After each conversation, you will be asked some questions. The conversations and questions will be spoken just one time. They will not be written out for you, so you will have to listen carefully, in order to understand and remember what the speaker says. When you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your textbook, and decide which one would be the best answer to the question you have heard. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the problem and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Now begin work on the questions. Questions 1 through 7. Listen to the following discussion between an attorney and client.
I hope you can help me with this. I'm not sure what to do. You specialize in elder law, right? What is elder law?
Sure. I am certified by the bar in that area. It is really a combination of several areas of law, including regular matters like real estate and estate planning, with special issues involving older people. It can also include financial assistance for nursing home residents as well as helping out in the case of abuse.
Well, my problem involves my grandmother. She has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. She seems okay right now, at least most of the time. But sometimes she gets really confused. I go to school, and I've been leaving her at home. The other day I came home and she'd put on water for tea and forgotten about it. The pot was completely empty and still on high. I'm worried about her.
Well, is she still aware of who you are? Does she know what she owns?
Oh, yeah. She, really, her problem is just beginning. Most of the time she's fine. She just forgets. Sometimes she gets a little irritable.
Has she signed a durable power of attorney to you?
What's that?
A document that assigns power to a person, so the person can make decisions, sign documents, and take care of everything for the incapacitated person. We suggest that everybody sign a durable power of attorney while they are competent. Otherwise, a guardianship would be needed, and it's not a pleasant way to handle things. Durable means it'll remain valid even if later she loses her capacity.
Okay, I'm sure she'll sign one. How do we do that?
We'll make another appointment. Bring her in. I need to talk to her to see that she understands what it is and is willing to sign it. We'll also talk about documents to handle healthcare decisions. Next, you're going to have to make a decision about what to do with her. You can probably keep her at home for a while, but you need to do something to keep her safe. You may consider a day facility for people with Alzheimer's or dementia. She would be safe during the day there. Eventually, she may need to enter an adult living facility. You just may not be able to keep her if it progresses, and you can't feel guilty about that. There may be a time that such a facility is better for her. But for now, I think it's great that you are taking care of her. She is very lucky.
Question number 1. What are the speakers discussing? Question number 2. Why does the lawyer require a meeting with the grandmother? Question number 3. What did the woman describe as an example of the grandmother's failing capacity? Question number 4. Which of the following is not an example of elder law? Question number 5. According to the man, a power of attorney will do which 2 of the following? Question number 6. What does the man suggest for their grandmother's safety? Question number 7. What does the man imply? Questions 8 through 12. Listen to the following discussion about a new type of camera.
This camera is special, it does much more than just photograph things. See, it looks normal enough, it's smaller than a regular video camera, and it doesn't weigh much, but you can use it to photograph the unseen. Do you know what I mean by that?
It photographs through solids.
That's right, it's a technological breakthrough that can scan objects as deep as 25 feet underground or inside walls. It works much like radar.
How does it do that?
It's thermal. That means it can make distinctions based on the composition of different materials underground. Does that sound useful? Can anybody tell us how this could be used?
Looking for bodies underground?
Actually, yes, that is one way it's useful. It's been used to study how soldiers died in the United States Civil War. Thermal archaeology, it's called. Scientists studied a prison camp cemetery where they had always thought that many prisoners died of malnutrition and exposure. They found instead that many of the prisoners died of dysentery, not mistreatment, and they found that there were significantly fewer bodies than previously thought.
It's unbelievable that they could tell all that from a photograph through dirt.
It is, but the scientists were able to conclude what happened because of this camera. There are many possible uses, and historians should be able to obtain all kinds of information that they couldn't get before.
Have they successfully used it on anything else?
Yes. Archaeologists have obtained information on a bloody Civil War battle in Tennessee in 1862. They have even studied a culture that lived in 1200 AD on the same spot as that Civil War battle. They found the culture's remains underneath evidence of the battle. Scientists have also determined the agricultural terrain in Egypt 2,000 years ago, and they found polar bear dens beneath the snow. And the same technology can be used to film night battles, locate leaking water within rock walls, and navigate smoky buildings. It does not replace good old-fashioned digging with a shovel and brush, but it narrows down the area and provides a lot of help.
Question number 8. How does the man describe the physical features of the camera? Question number 9. What is the talk mainly about? Question number 10. Regarding the Civil War prison camp site that was studied, what does the man imply that the researchers learned? Question number 11. What does the man say about the culture that existed in the year 1200 AD? Question number 12. Which of the following was not stated as an example of uses of the technology? Questions 13 through 15. Listen to the following discussion between two students.
I can't stand it. How did I ever end up here in this old dormitory? I was sure I had been approved for the new building.
What do you mean? They switched you?
Yeah, that's right. I applied for the new dorm. I gave a deposit. They took the deposit. Then I showed up and they said it was never guaranteed that I would get it. It was just a request.
That's annoying. But what's wrong with it? It looks okay.
The new buildings have central heat and air. These have window units, and they don't work well. It's sweltering in here. Bananas ripen in an hour. I run the air for hours, and it seems to get hotter.
Are you going to do anything about it?
I filed a complaint, but it seems they don't care. I'm stuck.
Question number 13. What had the woman assumed? Question number 14. What does the woman indicate as the biggest problem with the old dormitory? Question number 15. What does the woman give as an example of the temperature problem? Questions 16 through 19. Listen to the following conversation about a computer program.
Can you help me with this computer program? I'm trying to create a report, and I can't figure it out.
Show me what you've done. Have you written it down?
No, I haven't. But I remember. Let's see, first I clicked reports. Then I chose budget. Or was it profit and loss?
Okay, the first thing you need to do is write down what steps you take. That's the only way to either do the same thing or not do the same thing if it's not working.
I know, you're right. Alright,
We'll start with budget comparison. Let's choose this and that. Got M?
got M.
What's the date range? Want to choose last month to see?
Yeah, okay, I wrote it down. Wow, that's it? You got it? Why couldn't I do that?
You know what I'm going to say.
Right, I couldn't have repeated it if I hadn't written it down.
Question number 16. What are the speakers talking about? Question number 17. What does the woman advise the man to do? Question number 18. What is the man likely to do the next time he has a computer problem? Question number 19. Is the man probably going to be able to repeat the procedure that the woman showed him? Questions 20 through 23. Listen to the following conversation about renting an apartment.
I need to find a new apartment, or maybe a house.
I thought you had a great place already. Why are you moving?
It was a rental house, and the owners sold it. The new owners are going to move in.
Where do you want to move? Are you planning to get closer to school?
Either that or closer to my job. Right now, it's 20 minutes to both of them.
I have a friend who's moving out of a 2-bedroom apartment on 34th Street, near University Avenue. It's a nice place.
That's great. It's close to the grocery store, restaurants, and everything else. Do you know what it rents for?
I think about $500 a month, and there's a pool.
That's not bad at all. I'd love to see it.
I'll call my friend and see if it's still available.
Question number 20. What had the woman assumed about the man's current living arrangements? Question number 21. What does the man say about the location he prefers? Question number 22. How does the man react to the suggestion made by the woman? Question number 23. What does the woman offer to do for the man? Questions 24 through 30. Listen to the following discussion about cloud seeding.
The lack of rain in Florida has led to a renewed interest in the technology of cloud seeding. Have you heard of it before?
Yes, actually. We used to hear about it back in the 70s and 80s. That's a good point. Why don't they do that?
Mainly because cloud seeding isn't a proven science. While some scientists believe it works, there is no scientific proof that it does.
So what? It's better than doing nothing, isn't it?
It's expensive. The research has been very expensive and the act itself is expensive. They aren't willing to take the effort and expense to do something they aren't sure will work. The authorities in Florida don't believe in it.
How is cloud seeding supposed to work, at least according to those who do believe in it?
Here's a diagram. The concept was created in 1946 by General Electric. An agent, usually silver iodide, is deposited into a convective cloud, which is the type of white fluffy cauliflower-shaped cloud that generally leads to a storm cloud. The agent provides a nuclei, or base, on which tiny water droplets can condense, and once there is enough condensation, the small droplets become larger droplets, then ice crystals, then snowflakes, and ultimately rain.
Don't they use it for agricultural purposes in the Midwest? They think it works.
They do, but not everybody is convinced.
It sure seems worth it to me to do whatever it takes to stop wildfires.
Question number 24. What does the woman say has led to a new interest in cloud seeding? Question number 25. Does the man indicate that he has heard of cloud seeding before? Question number 26. Why isn't cloud seeding used to combat dry conditions? Question number 27. What does the man imply should be done? Question number 28. What is the correct order of the process for seeding a cloud? Question number 29. According to the speaker, into what is the iodide deposited? Question number 30. According to the woman, what is a nuclei? This is the end of Part B.